talking to myself and feeling small. Sometimes I'd like to quit. Nothing ever seems to fit. Hanging around, making no sound. Rainy days and Mondays never get me down. Here we go. Yes, we are back together again. Oh, hello, Mr. Pigeon. You are looking very comfortable there in the garden at the moment. Very comfortable indeed. We are back together. Yes, it is another 15. We have made it to day 15. Wow. It is day 15 of 28 days of February. Hello there. How are you today? Olay! Nice to see you all here again. Ooh, very nice indeed. We are back. Yes, I can't believe it. Incredible. Amazing. It's super duper. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you feeling happy? Yes, it is the start of a new week. And I hope you have a smile on your face and a spring in your step. We are still allowed to have fun. You might not believe it, but it is still possible here on the internet to have a smile, a laugh, maybe a joke from time to time. So don't worry, we are all here together again. My name is Mr. Duncan. I talk about the English language. I talk about all sorts of things. Sometimes I talk rubbish. And sometimes the things I say actually make sense. It doesn't happen very often though, but it does happen sometimes. So that's it. I've been teaching English here, talking about the English language for many, many years. How long have you been teaching, Mr. Duncan? Oh, thank you for asking. Nearly 15 years I've been here on YouTube. I always like to think that I am the best kept secret on YouTube because so few people know about me. And I would like to say a very special thank you to YouTube and your algorithms for making that so. Very kind of you. It's a rather strange day today. We have sunshine. We had some rain earlier. It's a very strange day outside. So a few moments ago it was raining, but then the sun came out. One thing I am pleased with, today it is very mild. For those wondering, is it warm or is it cold? Today it is mild. It's rather nice outside. It almost feels like spring. Now I know I shouldn't say that because every time I make a compliment about the weather, it always turns horrible. So whenever I say, oh, isn't it a beautiful day? You can guarantee that 1 hour later it will start raining. So I will try not to say too much, but all I will say is, it's a rather nice day outside right now here in England. We will be playing Spot the White Van. So get ready. I hope your eyes are refreshed and clear. I hope your 20/20 vision is working 100%. I really do, because we will be spotting the white van. Yes, as I mentioned, we have made it all the way to the start of another week. We have a special month of live streams, live lessons, live chat, live everything. Yes, it's Monday. I was just enjoying the fresh air that is coming through the window at the moment. You might also hear the birds. A lot of the birds today are sounding very happy because the sun is out. Well, it is now. I can't believe it. The sun has just come out. Very nice. What a lovely way to start the week. Another good way to start the week is to play Spot the White Van. Let's have a look outside the window. Can you see any white vans? Perhaps there is one coming to take me away to the local sanatorium. I don't know. So there it is, the view outside. All we have to do is see if we can see. Can you see the white van driving by? Now at the moment the road is very quiet because I think lots of people are still having their lunch. And of course here in England we are still in lockdown. So many people are choosing to stay at home. There are some birds flying by. But sadly we don't have any white vans. Come on, where is the white van? I'm waiting very patiently here. I am a very patient person, but sometimes my patience will wear very thin. That means sometimes I do lose my patience. No, that wasn't a white van. And that wasn't a white van. Those are cars going by. Oh! Did you see the white van? Was that a white van? Did anyone see the white van then? See, I didn't see it properly, but I think that was a white van. Did anyone see it? Can we please confirm the appearance of the white van? Because I think I just saw one. Did you see it as well? I'm not sure. Oh, yes, apparently it was a white van. Confirmed. Thank you very much. We saw the white van. Oh, great. I'm very pleased about that. Yes, we have definitely seen a white van and also a red lorry. Did you see that? There was a red lorry as well. Good. It is official. It is 100% official. We have spotted the white van. And now we can continue. Today, by the way, we are talking about a very deep subject. A very deep subject. Quite deep indeed. We are talking about thinking. We are talking about thought. The things that go on in your head on a daily basis. So we all think, we all have thought, we all have the ability to think. Some people might have more ability to think than others. But that's another subject for another time. Hello, Hershid. Hello also. Can I say hello to Mr. Oops? Mr. Oops on the live chat. I think it's the first time that you've ever been first on the live stream. So can I say well done, congratulations to Mr. Oops. You are first on today's live chat. Very nice. I think that almost deserves a fancy pants. What do you think? Okay, that's enough. You can have too much fun, especially on Monday, you see, because we have a long week ahead of us. I am here every day. I'm here tomorrow as well. By the way, tomorrow is a very special day. Do you know why? Do you know why tomorrow is a special day? I will tell you. Tomorrow is Mr. Steve's birthday, first of all. Yes, Mr. Steve. Lovely Mr. Steve. There he is. Mr. Steve. Mr. Steve tomorrow will be another year older. It is Mr. Steve's birthday tomorrow, and I thought tomorrow it would be fun to have Mr. Steve on the live stream. And also tomorrow as well, it is another celebration taking place, because tomorrow, ooh, my mouth is already watering, because tomorrow it is Pancake Day here in the UK. Oh, look at that. Look at that lovely syrup going all over those pancakes. So tomorrow we will be here live with Mr. Steve celebrating his birthday, and also we will be making some pancakes as well in the kitchen. So we will be doing that tomorrow. I hope you can join us, because tomorrow we have quite a lot going on in the studio tomorrow. Steve's birthday, and also Pancake Day. We are going to try and make some pancakes in the kitchen tomorrow. I'm not sure how successful we will be, but one of the beautiful things about doing a live stream is that you don't know what is going to happen. So we are going to try and make some pancakes tomorrow in the kitchen. I'm not sure how it will go, or whether we will be successful or not. I have no idea at all. So what about you? Do you like pancakes? And if you do, what do you put on your pancakes? What do you like to put on top of your pancakes? Some people like to put honey, or maybe syrup, something sweet. Of course, some people like to be very creative with their pancakes. They like to put things inside the pancakes. Maybe raisins or sultanas. Or maybe some people like to put cream on top of their pancakes. And maybe sprinkle some blueberries on top as well. So I always think making a pancake is very similar to making an omelette. There is a certain amount of skill involved in doing it. I think so. Yes, we will be live in the kitchen tomorrow. We will be in the studio as well for a short while. And then we will be in the kitchen tomorrow, and Mr. Steve will be with us. He has taken a day off work for us. So I hope you will be very grateful tomorrow. Don't forget to say thank you, Mr. Steve, for giving up a day of your work. Although, to be honest with you, I think if Mr. Steve had a choice, I think he would prefer to be here with you than upstairs in his office. I think so. So today, hello, Will. You are a smart cookie. You can sit at the front of the class today. You are very smart. Yes, that's true. I am a Homo sapien, just like you. Well done. You got my attention, so you get the prize. Here we go then. Now, I've discovered something lovely that I like to eat. I like to put all sorts of things in my mouth, you may have noticed. Something I've discovered last week, actually, when I was in my local supermarket. I discovered something that has been imported from France. So there is a little clue. You see, there is a slight clue there, because from France, it might be cheese. Is it cheese, Mr. Duncan? No, it isn't. It isn't cheese. However, it is bread, everybody. Bread, a certain type of bread. I have discovered a beautiful type of bread called brioche. Brioche. It's a beautiful buttery bread. And I think it's quite unhealthy as well. So it does contain quite a lot of fat. But this is a type of French bread, and it's called brioche or brioche. And you can have all sorts of things on this. You can have cream cheese, which I did this morning. I had some cream cheese and mayonnaise on my lovely brioche this morning. Very nice indeed. You can put butter on there. You can have some cheese. You can have some hard cheese. I suppose you can also put maybe fruit in there. So I think you can put all sorts of things on this particular type of bread. It is called brioche or brioche. I normally say brioche, so I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But it is a very lovely type of bread, and it contains a lot of butter, which of course is something I love. So needless to say, this is now my favourite snack. In fact, just before starting today's live stream, I actually had a brioche, and that was the one that you just saw on the live stream. That was the one, the very thing that I just ate before starting today's live stream. One thing I did notice yesterday, my stomach was making some strange noises, some rumbling noises, because yesterday I didn't have anything to eat before starting the live stream, unfortunately. Hello. Oh, Vittoria says, oh, I love brioche, maybe with chocolate. Ah, yes, you could have some chocolate spread. So yes, or maybe something like Nutella. I know a lot of people like Nutella. I don't like it. I don't like the taste of it. But yes, you are right. You might put cheese or cream or maybe meat. You could put some ham or maybe some chicken inside. Yes, very nice. I like the sound of that. Very lovely. I remember when I was staying in Paris a couple of years ago, they gave us some lovely brioche for breakfast. And it was very nice, but it was quite unusual because it had some pieces of chocolate inside. Very similar to croissants. Ooh, that's another thing that I quite like. Croissants. They are also a type of French bread. You normally have croissant at breakfast time. You normally do. So what do you normally put on your pancakes? Oh, Beatrice says, I love to put rum burnt apple pancakes. Oh, I see. Burnt. I'm not sure if I like the sound of burnt pancakes, but if that is what you like, then yes, why not? That's what I say. Can I say hello to the rest of the live chat today? Thank you for joining us. We have Luis Mendez watching in France. Palmyra is here. Also Vitas. I'm sorry, Vitas. It would appear that your finger was not very fast today. You were a little slow because Mr. Oops, I love your name, by the way. Mr. Oops was a little faster, you see? Yes. Hello, Sandra. Sometimes I have pancake with honey. I think a lot of people do prefer that. They like something sweet and sticky on their pancakes, including me. So sometimes I will have syrup or maybe honey. So you can have either of those things on your pancakes, and yes, it does taste delicious. And that's what we are doing tomorrow. As I mentioned a few moments ago, tomorrow we have a live stream again, and we will be making some pancakes. And Mr. Steve will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow. I must say, this month is proving to be very busy, in fact, because not only Mr. Steve's birthday, we also had Pancake Day. We have that tomorrow. And also last week we had the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year as well. So this month is proving to be a very busy month indeed. I think so. We were watching the pigeons earlier. Did you see the lovely pigeons? Oh, they were so lovely. Would you like to see some baby pigeons? Now, it's not very often that you see baby pigeons, so I thought it would be fun to take a look at some baby pigeons, which we are going to do right now. So first of all, you can see there are some adults. So they are not babies. However, if we look over there, look, there is a baby pigeon. You don't often see baby pigeons, and the reason is because for most of the time they stay in the nest. So that is the reason why you never normally see baby pigeons or young pigeons. So this particular pigeon has just left the nest. It is what we call a fledgling. Fledgling. Something that is starting out on its journey through life. And there now you can see the parents and also the young pigeon as well. So what the pigeons will normally do for a few days, they will stay near to the baby, and then after a while they will desert, or they will abandon the baby. They will leave it to take care of itself. So that's what pigeons normally do. They will stay very close for a few days, and then they will leave the young pigeon alone to get used to fending for itself. To fend for yourself is to take care of yourself. Your own journey of survival through life can be described as fending for yourself. You have to defend yourself as you go through life, and that is the reason why the pigeons will normally leave their baby alone after 2 or 3 days, because the baby pigeon has to learn how to take care of itself. Just like us. Just like us. What is the difference between crepe and pancake? I wonder, what is the difference between crepe and pancake? Now, I always thought crepes were small. I always thought crepes were much smaller. So I think they are like small pancakes. Am I right? I'm sure Lewis will know, because Lewis lives in France, you see. So crepes and pancakes. What is the difference between those two things? So I always thought that crepes were much thinner and pancakes are quite thick. I might be wrong. I am not a pancake expert, as you will find out tomorrow when I try to make one. Oh, apparently they are thinner. Oh, I'm right. Really? I'm right. Okay, so apparently crepes are much thinner and pancakes are much thicker. Okay, that's good. I think that deserves a fancy pants, because not only do we have the answer, I was also right. That's enough. No more. Too much excitement. We can't have too much excitement. Hello also to Cree V. Hello, Cree V. Today I received a letter for this reason. The addressee has gone away. What does it mean? Does this sentence have only one meaning? Well, when we say addressee, it means the person that you sent the letter to. The addressee is the receiver of that letter. So what they are actually saying is the addressee has gone away. That means they are not there. They are absent. So the addressee is the person you are sending the letter to. It is a little bit like employee. So when we say employee, we are saying the person who works for the company. So they are on the receiving end. The addressee is the person you are sending it to, the addressee. And the person who sends the letter is the addresser. The addresser sends the letter. The addressee receives the letter. And that note means that the person has gone away. Maybe they've left for good. Maybe they've gone forever. So to go away can be used in more than one way. You can go away for a short time, or you can go away forever. So maybe the note on your letter means that the person is no longer at that address. Maybe they've gone completely. So to go away can be for a short time or a long time. You can go away temporarily or permanently, forever and ever. Hello, also Anna Rita. I like to see Anna Rita here as well. Also Gigi Kane is here. Also we have Beatrice. Also we have, oh, I see. So what you normally do, Mr. Duncan, it is very well known. It is a very well known dessert here. It is a common pancake with apple filler, and then they put rum on the top, and then they light the rum. So you will set fire to the pancake. We call that flambé, by the way. Ooh, Mr. Duncan, you seem to know a lot about cooking. Flambé. If you flambé something, it means you burn it. You set fire to it. Well, you don't actually burn it, but you do heat it up suddenly by allowing it to catch fire. So normally you will put some alcohol on top, and then you will literally light the alcohol, and it will burn. It will catch fire. And then you put the fire out, and you have all of this combined flavour. And it's supposed to be very nice indeed. Thank you, Beatrice. Apparently, if you flambé something, it improves the flavour. It increases the flavour of the food. I like that. Pretty good. What are the pancake's ingredients? Says Christina. It is very easy to make, actually. You have a little bit of corn flour, a little bit of flour, an egg, some milk, and what else? A little bit of salt as well. So they are quite easy to mix. However, when you put them in the frying pan, then things can go wrong. But yes, they are quite easy to make, actually. Plain flour. So you use flour that is plain. So you don't want to make bread. You don't want the pancake to swell up. So you use the plain flour. I think that is very important. We are not talking about food today, but I think it is a good idea to talk about food because I love talking about food. You may have noticed I like food very much. I still have some chocolate, you see, from yesterday. So yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I did buy some chocolate, and we did eat some chocolate last night. However, I still have two bars of chocolate left. So last night we ate 1 bar of chocolate, but we still have 2 left. Just to prove that we are not as greedy as you think. So today we're talking about a very interesting subject. This is a subject that I like to think of, which is very appropriate because today we are looking at thought. Thinking. Your thoughts. The process of thinking. And also there are many words and phrases connected to it as well. We can mention all sorts of words, in fact. So quite often when we talk about thought, we are often expressing the things, or we are keeping something in our head that only we know about. So something that you think about is a thought. We can have a moment of thought. Something you think about, something you consider. So how to express thought? Well, there are many ways to express thought. We can say to think, to process information, to imagine, to allow your mind to wander free, or maybe if you have a certain thing that you want to think about, something you have to consider carefully, something you have to think about. Thought. It is the thing we do. It can also be the thing that is produced in our head by thinking. The thought is the thought that you think you have. Thank you very much for your lovely company today. So nice to see you on Monday. And yes, I will be with you tomorrow as well. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I will be with you as well tomorrow. You can also consider something. So when we say think, you have a thought, you consider something, you think about something, you consider doing something. So maybe something that you plan to do in the future is something you consider doing. You think about that thing. I am considering buying some new shoes. I want to buy some new shoes. I am considering it. I am thinking about buying some new shoes. You see? How to express thought. You can consider. You can also mull. Ooh, Mr. Duncan, very interesting word there you are showing. Mull. If you mull something, it means you think about it. You mull. You are thinking. Maybe you are thinking deeply about something. Maybe a certain subject, a certain topic, maybe a certain situation that you find yourself in. You are thinking it over in your head. To mull is to think, to consider. You are having a thought about something. You are mulling something over. Here's another one. We have the word judge. Judge. Now this is an interesting word. Judge. So when you judge something, it means you are making a decision. So to think normally leads to some sort of conclusion. To judge is the same thing. To judge something is to think about it, and quite often you will come to a decision. So something you have to judge is something you have to maybe choose. You have to decide on one thing. Maybe if you are sitting in a courtroom on a jury, you might have to consider someone's fate. You have to decide whether the person is responsible for the crime, or maybe they are innocent. You must judge that person. You make a judgment about something or somebody. I like this one. This is an interesting word. The thing you think about, the thing you consider, is your muse. You can muse something. Yes, I wonder. Muse. You express a thought. You think about something. Something in your mind is going over and over. Maybe a certain decision that you have to make. You muse something. Sometimes an artist will have their own muse. Normally the focus of their creativity might be described as their muse as well. A person who is thought about. Maybe an attractive young lady that an artist becomes obsessed with, and they will often paint them in different positions and places. That person becomes the artist's muse. It's lovely. Hello. Palmyra says, Muse is also a famous band, a British band. I have a feeling that perhaps maybe their music will not be to my taste. I'm not sure. I've never heard their music. I don't know any of their songs. I'm ever so sorry about that. Oh, hello. I thought this was a brand of toothpaste, Mr. Duncan. No, it isn't a brand of toothpaste. Cogitate. Oh, I like that one. Cogitate. If you cogitate, you think something over. You are thinking carefully about something. You cogitate. Maybe you are trying to come to a decision about something. We say that you cogitate. You are cogitating. What shall I do tomorrow? What shall I buy Mr. Steve for his birthday? You cogitate. You consider. You muse. You think over something in your head. Cogitate. I like that one. Marcia, yes, tomorrow is Mr. Steve's birthday, and we will be live right here on YouTube from 2 p.m. And Mr. Steve will be joining us, and also we will be in the kitchen tomorrow because it is also Pancake Day tomorrow. Yes. Cogitate. We are talking about thought, words, phrases, and how to express thought. You conjugate. Here's an interesting word. Now, for those who know a little bit about animals, you will know that animals will ruminate. It means they will chew something. They will chew the grass. But ruminate can be used to express thinking as well. You ruminate. You think about something. You think about something over and over again. Ruminate. That means your brain is busy thinking about a certain thing. Maybe a certain topic or a certain subject might be described as ruminate. You ruminate. I like that word because it can be used in more than one way, which is very interesting. You reflect. Oh, yes. So we often think of reflection as the thing we see when we look in the mirror. So when you look in the mirror, you will see your reflection. You will see yourself looking back in reverse. So in this particular sense, the word reflect, there it is. Beep, 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 beep. Reflect is to think. You go over something again. It is a little bit like looking in the mirror of your mind. Maybe. You are reflecting on your past. You are reflecting on your achievements. Maybe you are thinking about your life in general. Have I done enough in my life? Has my life been valuable? Have I done all the things that I planned to do with my life? You reflect on things. Reflect. Perhaps you stand watching the sunset. Maybe that moment will make you reflect on certain things. Perhaps you will feel a certain emotion. Maybe there is someone in your life who you miss and you are thinking about them. So certain moments of time can lead you to have a moment of reflection. You are thinking about things carefully. You are trying to make sense of something that has happened in your life. Here's another one. I like this word. Here's another interesting word. We do have some unusual words sometimes on the live stream. Ponder. Ponder. Now, I like this word very much. Ponder. Yes. You ponder. You think. So to ponder is to think about something. Maybe you are trying to come to a decision. Maybe some choice that you've been given. You have to make a choice between two things, but you can only choose one thing. You ponder, you think, you consider. You are trying to work out an answer, maybe. To ponder is to think very carefully about something. You ponder. Maybe you sit under a tree and maybe it's a beautiful spring day. Like today. Today looks very spring-like. It really does feel like spring today. Maybe you sit under the tree and you ponder. You ponder all of the things that are on your mind. You think about them very carefully. A phrase we can use to describe this is chew over. You chew over something. If you chew over something, it means you consider it. You think about it. You ponder something. You chew over something. A bit like an animal chewing the grass. You are chewing something over. Perhaps a conversation with another person as well. Maybe there are two people thinking about the same thing. Perhaps you are discussing a certain topic. You chew over something. So two people or more can actually chew over something. In fact, a group of people can think together. You can all have your own thoughts and you can share them with each other. That is something we will look at a little bit later on. To chew over something is to think about it. You think deeply about something. Yes. Perhaps someone has said something and now you have to go away and think about it. You have to go away and chew over the subject. You have to chew over it. You have to decide what to do. What will be your next move? What will you do next? Zudzika. Hello, Zudzika. A very interesting question. Now, as you know, every Sunday I love to sit down and watch Lieutenant Columbo every Sunday on television because they always show lots of episodes of Columbo, my favourite TV detective. Was Columbo married? Yes, he had a wife. In Columbo, he did. Yes, Columbo had Mrs. Columbo. So, yes, he did have a wife. And did you know they even made a TV show? For a very short time, there was a TV show called Mrs. Columbo. And it had Columbo's wife in the show. It did. It didn't last very long, though, because it wasn't very good. But, yes. To chew over something. Can we also say digest over something? Yes, you can digest something if you are thinking about it. Maybe you've had some shocking news. Maybe you've heard some bad news from someone. And now you have to digest the information. So this is not your stomach, this is your brain. So even your brain must sometimes digest things. Although in your brain, of course, you digest information, you take information in. Maybe you've heard something that is quite shocking and you can't believe it. You have to digest the information slowly. You have to slowly take the information in. You have to consider slowly what has happened. Chew over. Great. And of course, I like that phrase because it has something to do with food, you see. Very nice. Deliberate. Deliberate. If you deliberate something, it means you are making a decision. So to deliberate is to come up with a decision. Maybe you have a choice to make or a decision. to make about a single person, or maybe something that is happening. You deliberate. Quite often, if you have a choice of things, and maybe you have to choose one thing, you will deliberate. Yes, we can also say weigh up. Weigh up. If you weigh up something, it means you are deliberating. You are coming to a conclusion. You are thinking carefully about that thing. You are right. Hello, Jason. Jason Axel. The expression, isn't there also the expression chewing the fat? You are right, yes. You can chew over something. You can also chew the fat. Chew the fat. If you chew the fat, it means that you are discussing a situation, a topic, something that can be discussed, thought about, considered, pondered. You chew the fat. Perhaps you meet a friend who you haven't met for ages. I haven't seen you for a long time. And then you will start chewing the fat. You will start talking to each other. Maybe you have lots of things to catch up on. Maybe things that you want to tell each other about. You will beep, 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 chew the fat. Very good. Hello to... Oh, and Anna Rita says the court will deliberate. Is that right? Yes. Yes, if you are making a decision about a person's fate, if you are making a decision of some sort, you will deliberate. You are trying to decide whether a person is guilty or not guilty. You must deliberate. Very good. It's very lively on the live stream. I've just noticed there are all sorts of wonderful, fantastic. Thank you very much. By the way, Jason, are you my nephew? Can I just ask you, are you my nephew? I have a nephew called Jason. It's true, I do. Are you my nephew? I haven't seen you or spoken to you for a long time, so can I say hello if you are my nephew, Jason? Hello, Jason. My goodness, I'm so surprised to see you here. Or maybe it is just a coincidence. Yes, Columbo did have a wife, Mrs. Columbo, played by... It was Kate Mulgrew, who later went on to play Catherine Janeway in Star Trek Voyager. This information is all completely useless, but I know it. It's inside my brain. So now you can see the sort of thoughts that I have normally. So Mrs. Columbo was a TV show that was made, I think it was in the late 1970s. And it was not successful. They cancelled it. But Mrs. Columbo was played by the woman who later played Captain Janeway in Star Trek Voyager. I know it's very strange. It seems unlikely, but it's true. Yes. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I've just realised. We're having a family reunion on here at the moment. This is my nephew is here. Hello, Jason. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. Hello to you. Nice to see you here. I'm having a rather touching moment at the moment because it's a family reunion taking place. So this is my nephew, my sister's younger son. Hello, Jason. Nice to see you. My brother told me that you do this. Really? I'm sorry that you have to see this, you see. I'm sorry, because I normally keep this a secret from everyone. No one in my real life knows that I do this because they always give me a strange look when they find out that I'm on YouTube. They always say, "What do you do on YouTube?" And I say, "I talk about English and lots of different subjects. But they just look at me with a blank expression. Like that. Isn't that lovely? I do sometimes get family members on my live stream, but not always. We are talking about having thoughts today. You can have good thoughts and bad thoughts. And it is normal to have both of those things. Contemplate. To contemplate something is to think something over, to think about something. You contemplate, you think about, you consider. Contemplate. I contemplate my future. So you are sitting maybe at night when everything is quiet. Maybe you are alone and you will contemplate all sorts of things. Maybe you will contemplate your future. Where am I going with my life? What will happen next? What does my future hold? Contemplate. You can contemplate the meaning of life. What's it all about? Contemplate everything. So your contemplation can be something simple or something very large and vast, like the universe. Are we alone? Is it just us? Are we the only sentient beings in the galaxy or the universe? You see, all of those things. Talking of which, by the way, China at the moment is about to land on Mars. Think about that for a moment. Contemplate that. Thought and imagination. So quite often when we talk about thought, we talk about thinking, we imagine. So your imagination is basically your brain running free. Imagination is what happens when your brain goes for a run. Your imagination to think about all sorts of things, things that are real, things that are unreal, things that have never existed, and some things that might never, ever exist. You see? So, yeah, thought, imagination. So I would say that I have a very active imagination. My brain sometimes has its own life. So I like thinking about things, but sometimes as well, I like to have little thoughts pop in my head. And sometimes I will get ideas as well for my live streams. So sometimes the ideas and the thoughts that I express here on my live chat are normally things that have popped in my head, my imagination. So I think my imagination is quite good. I think I have a very vivid imagination, which is very useful when you are involved in creativity. I think so. So if you are thinking about something, you consider something, to think something over. You might have to think something over. Maybe a big decision that you have to make. Perhaps someone has offered you a job. Maybe someone has offered you the most amazing job in the world. So now you have to think it over. You have to think about it. Shall I take the job? Yes, it sounds like a good job. It sounds very interesting. But maybe the job will be too hard. Maybe the work will be too difficult. You have to think something over. To wonder. Wonder. To wonder about anything. To consider, think, wonder. So again, it is a little bit like using your imagination. You are using your imagination to think about maybe one thing or many things. You wonder. You consider. Maybe you try to work out maybe something that will happen in the future in your life. You wonder what will happen next. I wonder what will happen next. I wonder what will happen to me and you in the future. You wonder about it. We are almost at the end. Now, this is interesting. When we think of thought, we often think also of opinions as well. So your thoughts can often be expressed as opinions. Something you have in your mind that you consider, you believe, something you follow, something you agree with. So your opinions and your thoughts are quite often the same thing. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Your opinions. So, of course, we always have our own opinions about things. We always have our own thoughts and opinions about everything when you think about it. Some of the things might be very trivial and simple. However, some things that we have opinions on might be very difficult, technical, and controversial even. And finally, yes, I suppose we can also use the word thought to mean beliefs. Your beliefs, the things you believe, the things you have a belief in. You believe in something. You have a belief. Some people say that faith is a form of belief. So your belief can be the thing you follow, the thing you believe in, the thing that you feel comfortable with. Your convictions are maybe the things that you think are right and wrong. So everyone has their own opinion about what is right and what is wrong. You see? So your beliefs and your convictions are the things that you believe in, and also the things that you believe are right and wrong, your opinions. It is almost time to say goodbye, but I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. What do you think about my lessons? What do you think? Do you have any thoughts? Are you actually enjoying my special 28 days of February? So this is during the month of February. You see? February is February. 28 days of that is what I'm doing. Vittoria also says, I have a vivid imagination too. Well, you are in the right place, because I have a feeling that everyone here likes to think about things. Thinking at the moment, at least at the moment, thinking is not illegal. You are still allowed to think. We haven't got into the 1984 era yet. When we talk about 1984, of course, I'm referring to the book by George Orwell, where even thought is controlled. So we haven't quite got to that stage yet. Some people think we have, and some people think we are very near to it. Thank you very much for your company. A lot of people here. Hello to Hailey Quang. Hello, Hailey Quang, watching in Vietnam. Did you have a lovely Tet? How was your Tet? Tet, 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 tet. Tet, 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 tet. Of course, Tet is the festival of the Lunar New Year. Thank you very much. Yes, it did go very fast. A lot of people say, Mr. Duncan, it always goes very quickly. Even if it's just 1 hour, it seems to go by very fast. Don't forget, I'm back tomorrow, and Mr. Steve will be here as well, because it's his birthday. And it's a big one. It's a big birthday. That is what Mr. Steve is celebrating, his big birthday coming up tomorrow. So I hope you will join us. And also I hope you will join us in the kitchen tomorrow, because we will be making pancakes, because it is Pancake Day and also Mr. Steve's birthday tomorrow as well. Thank you very much for your company today. I hope you've enjoyed this. I will be with you tomorrow, and of course for the rest of this week as well. I will be right here. Rockwater. Hello, Rockwater. What about the word hypothetical? Hypothetical is a situation or an event that is imagined. So something that isn't real, or something that has not happened but has been imagined. So a situation, a moment of time, something that might happen, you are considering what would happen if a certain thing occurred. But you are only considering it in your mind. It is something that has not happened. It is just theory. Theory. It is theoretical. It is something that has not actually happened. Thank you very much for your company today. Thank you, Christina. Thank you also, Gigi. Thank you, Alessandra. Thank you also to my nephew, Jason. Nice to see you. Wow, what a surprise. Very nice. Thank you very much for all of your company today. It's been lovely. I will give you a chance to say goodbye to each other because I know you like to do that. See you tomorrow from 2 p.m. UK time. Mr. Steve will be here. I will be here. And hopefully there will also be some pancakes as well. And I hope you will be here to join us as well. Take care until tomorrow. See you soon. This is Mr. Duncan saying thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Stay happy. Keep that smile upon your face wherever you go amongst the human race. And of course, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Ta-ta for now.